They will make you motion sick. But I like it. Hello, and thank you so much for joining me today. This is Maxi Limit. WWDC just wrapped up, and then today we are going to look deep inside of the brand new iPadOS 17. As you can see, I recently installed the iPadOS on my iPad Pro that we are going to be review this on. Okay, as you can see, this is the welcome page, and I'm going to swipe up to start. And as usual, regular thing we need to do is to set up this iPad for the first time with the brand new iPadOS 17. So obviously we are going to choose our language, and then I'm in Canada. I'm going to choose Canada, and then as you can see, we have a different type of appearance. In the previous iOS, we don't have this right from the beginning, so we can choose to increase the size of the text, which is very amazing from the beginning. So if you cannot see properly, you have the option this time to actually change your appearance from the start, because what's the point of doing all this setup if you cannot even see it? So that's great. I'm gonna go to medium so we can see the text a little bit more. So I'm gonna go continue here, and then again, as usual, we are gonna see that we could definitely do a quick start. So basically, if you have a different type of iPhone or iPad nearby, we can actually transfer everything from our old device to the new one. So in this case, I'm going to do it manually, and obviously we do need to set up a Wi-Fi connections. So I'm going to choose my Wi-Fi connection, and I'm going to put my password. Okay, I just input my password. I'm going to go join, and then if it's done, that would be great. Okay, as you can see, we go through to the next level, and then it's actually trying to activate the iPad. So again, we can accept the privacy. We can set up our iPad for the first time, and this time I'm setting this for myself, but again, you have the choice to set up if you are donating this to your work, to your family, or to a kid. But I'm setting this up for myself, and again, we can do the Face ID, which for the sake of this video I'm not going to do, so we can always set it up later. We're going to enter a password. I'm not sure if 1 2 3 4 5 6 will be working, so we're going to try it out. And then again, it said it's too easy to guess, but again, we can actually not use the password at all, right? So you can go options, you can go don't use, and then again, don't use the password. And then here is asking you to transfer your data from any other device. Never used an iPad before, then you can definitely go to not transferred. And then here we're gonna use our Apple ID to be able to log in. Again, we can set this up now, and we can also set it up later. And for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do it later. So I'm gonna do forgot, and then it's gonna tell me if you forgot your Apple ID, you can eventually reset it to create a new one. We're gonna do set it up later, don't use. And then obviously we are gonna accept the term and condition. If we don't accept it, unfortunately we cannot use this, so we can go agree. I'm doing this so we can see what difference we have between iOS 16.6 that is currently available, and then the brand new iPadOS 17 rather. So we can go okay, and then we have to, you could decide to enable location services. I'm going to enable it, and then we can definitely try Siri. I'm going to do continue, and then we can listen to a couple of voices.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use.
Okay, let me see if I increase the volume here. Perfect, let's try again.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in settings.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in settings.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in settings.
I like the tones there.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in settings.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use. You can change it later in settings.
Great. Nothing too fancy here. I will choose the second
Siri.
one, and we can continue. Now we can set up actually Siri to recognize our voice. Okay, and I know that from with the new iPadOS, you can just say Siri, instead of say the hey and then Siri. So that is a very good thing that they add up into this. But again, before we used to say hey and then your assistant's name, but now we just say the name and that's it. So we're gonna set it up. Okay, so I hope it's gonna give me okay. Siri, how's the weather? Hey Siri, send a message. Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Get directions home. Siri, play some music. Okay, so that is set. As you can see, we can either say Siri or hey Siri to be able to activate the assistant, which is a very good plus. It's like Alexa. You can just say Alexa and then it's going to respond to you. You don't have to say hey and then use the, okay. So in this time is very amazing. So we can share our data with Apple so that they can improve. I don't normally share. You are welcome to share. If you want to participate, we can do screen time. Yeah, okay. I don't want to, like I said, share anything with Apple. They can share, they can do it themselves. And then again, I don't want to share anything. I mean, again, because this is a beta version, it's good to share. So that's how they can improve and then fix all bugs that is happening, right? So it's very important. So again, usual stuff, we have a light and dark mode. I always like the dark mode, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna choose the light mode. So we're gonna continue, and then that's pretty much it. So setting up your new iPad or transferring from your old iPad to the new iPad with the brand new iPadOS 17 is fantastic, easy as usual. So we get started. But now that is where things are different. We need to see what difference we have in this brand new iPad, right? So again, this is iPad Pro. I've been using this for a while now. Again, this is my MacBook Air 15-inch that I just bought recently. I actually did an unboxing of this brand new MacBook Air 15-inch with the M2. So I will link it somewhere on the description or on the card somewhere, so go and check it out. Okay, so we are here. So as normal, nothing too different as we can see. Obviously, we have the feedback app that will help you to actually share information with Apple in case this is a beta version. So it's always important to kind of report any crash or anything that you see. And then we just set this up for the first time. Now we are going to take a deep look into this beta version of the iPadOS and see what we have. As you can see, I'll show you that I'm indeed onto the beta. So as you can see, I have the iPadOS beta. Well, it doesn't say beta, but this is the beta 1, and the beta 2 is coming sometime this week or next week. First thing that we need to check will be the wallpaper, and then that will be amazing. As you can see, we probably will see different type of wallpaper, and to addition to this brand new wallpaper, we have this side that we can add widget. That is something new to the iPad, because before we cannot put widget onto the screen. We can just decide to choose a couple of widget that we can put on our wallpaper. So as you can see, we can put the batteries, we can put so many things that we can put now. Before, we do not have any of this, which is very amazing. As you can see here, by default, we have some suggestions. So we can definitely pick it up. As you can see, we can add tons and tons of widgets, and we can add, let me see, news. We can add home. We can add shortcuts, sleep, and weather. Okay. So then we have that. We can just done, right? So as you can see, when we go back home and we kind of lock the screen, we open it up. As you can see, it is right here. This is amazing. Like, this is fantastic. So at glance, you can actually see a couple of your widgets even before unlocking your iPad. This is fantastic. Okay, so this time we are going to try to add a new wallpaper or see if we have any new wallpaper. As we go deeper inside of the wallpaper, it's loading at the moment, but as you can see, we have different type of wallpaper here. We have this again with the widget. And if we go back, we have the weather, the emoji, the color, and then we have the Unity, we have the collections. If you go to collections, I don't know if you have any other stuff there. No, let me see. No, and then that's the collection one. And then we have this one, which is a new. As you can see, there's a little bit of lag here. Oh, I love this one. Again, we have the widget. We can always add more stuff to it, and we can change the color. This is really amazing. I love this, all this colorful. I think these things animate when you turn your iPad the other way. They animate. I'll show it to you shortly. And then oh, that is so many different colors. Oh, beautiful. And then we go back, so all of this we just checked, right? So again, we have the emoji, we have the Unity, and we have the Pride. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of them, and then and this one too is amazing. It's very nice. And we have the collection. When we go to the collections, we do have the hello, which is very fantastic. We can change the color, the background as well. This is oh, this is nicer. And again with the widget, and then you can go back here. Oh, and this has something to do when you unlock your phone. It will settle. I'll show it to you as well very shortly. And then we have just colorful ones. You can definitely change the color. This is a lot of wallpaper that we have, so we can just choose the basic one that we have right now. But again, you have all kinds of wallpaper. And we can press this button here. Actually, it's gonna be on this one, actually, what I wanted to show you. So on this one, we can definitely press the language and change the hello there. Or we can change dark or light mode as well. And then here, as you can see, we can definitely make the size bigger if you want, or the font and the color. We can do a lot of stuff here, and those ones were not available before on the iPadOS. And again, we can do all this type of color. Okay, so the next feature that is very amazing that we're going to talk about today is called Stage Manager. So when you bring down your notification, and we have this square with the three dots, we click on it, it will activate the Stage Manager. So what that means is it has something to do with your application, or the how many apps you can open and how you can manage them. So let's see if we open the Safari. As you can see, we have all of these things showing up, right? And then the best thing about this is we can actually make it bigger or smaller, however we want it, with this little cursor here. And then we can actually open something else, right? And as you can see, this is the first time I'm opening this, but again, we can do it with anything. We can bring this one is right here. We have them here available for a quick reference. If you want it, you can just double click or make it bigger, and then it gets bigger. Or you can definitely open another one. You can reduce it and open another one, and they will automatically shows up. And again, you can make it too big. You can make double screen, both small, as you can see here, and then you can resize them anytime, anything you want. All right, a new thing that I need to talk about today with the brand new iPadOS 17 is Apple just brought in the health application to the iPad. Now, my question here is, the iPad itself does not track anything because it's not in your pocket or it's not at your wrist like Apple Watch. So I'm assuming that everything is transferred from either your iPhone or your Apple Watch to the app, to the health application. This is brand new, but let's look into it. Again, this is my first time, and again, you have to understand that I have not set this up at all, so I'm not going to have any data. But okay, so here we go. This is just some random stuff. This is not my name at all, but again, we have all this type of things here, right? We have regular stuff that we can already see on our phone, like when we're talking about the health applications. You can have the heart rate and etc. But again, like I said, this is an iPad. It does not track anything by itself. If you have an iPad only, this might not work for you because you cannot track anything. The most thing you can do is put in a couple of your informations, and then that's it. And then yeah, so I think this has something to do with coordinating with your iPad and your iPhone or your Apple Watch together, but itself, again, I'm not sure that we can do any of this. And we do have much more, but those are the most important that I wanted to show you today. Also, something that I forgot to break it out will be the interactive widget. Let's say that I have let's say music widget here somewhere. I could just press and it will start playing without opening the actual application, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, I don't have it set up right now because, again, I just installed this and I have not signed up with my Apple ID yet, just for the sake of this video. But this is fantastic here. But again, we have multiple more stuff that will be coming in soon. Let me set up this iPad fully with my Apple ID and download a couple of application, and we can put this into the test. But overall, this is a quick review of the brand new iPadOS 17 that we just got. This is again on the beta stage. Now, should you update it? If this, I mean, on an iPad is okay, but again, this is not an iOS 17 because it's not going to be on your daily driver. If you use your phone regularly, I would not recommend you to install the beta one on your phone. Again, we are not talking about iOS 17 yet. I'm going to be doing a review on that, but on the iPad, definitely go and install it. Battery life has been fantastic for me, and then the experience is very different. And then yeah, but again, it has to come to your own preferences, and you have to make your own decision whether you want to install this or not. And again, for me, I love it. I've been using it since day one, and this is fantastic. Okay, so how will you install it? Actually, before if you go to the Apple Store, all the developer betas, if you want to download any developer betas, you have to pay $100. But now Apple opens it up to everybody to have the developer beta. It's free. But when I say free, is in quote, because free, yes, free for you to download the beta and test it. But if you want the full developer to be able to write code and do all the stuff, you need to pay $100 or $99. But just for you to try on the iPadOS 17, you go to the Apple website, register for free for developer betas, and you can definitely download it. This was a quick review of the iPadOS 17. More video will come. I'm gonna install everything, and we're gonna take this to the next level. We're gonna be playing game and see how this performs. Thank you again for watching. This is Maxi Limit signing out. Peace.